Hey guys, welcome to Rom's Comics episode 5. This is the comic review that I'm doing on Comic Book Haul for the week of the 16th. I am recording this on the 28th, which is like almost 2 weeks after, and I'm really sorry, guys, but I had a problem with my computer and literally had to get a couple of new parts and also had to reinstall everything, so it took me a couple of days, plus I had some coursework to do which was based on comics. I had a week off, so the coursework based on comics for media. I'm talking about superheroes in media, which includes comics and films and everything, so it's pretty good. It's a pretty good idea. So yeah guys, so for this week I only got 4 comics. Yeah, so Superior Spider-Man 19, don't even know. Yeah, Superior Spider-Man 19, Guardians of the Galaxy 7, Hunger 4, finally finished that, and New Avengers 11. Still got a price on that, I don't know why. I've read it like 2 weeks ago. God, so yeah. Sorry for not putting anything, but I had a couple of problems. I will be posting more regularly from now on. But yeah, let's start with probably my favourite of this week, of that week actually. But yeah, anyways, which was New Avengers 11. If you guys have been watching my videos, you will know that I absolutely love New Avengers. So, but this is tying into Infinity, which is I'm really liking it. Not loving as much as I do New Avengers, but it's pretty good. This starts off, he has a really small chapter. Is it this small chapter? No, think about something else. Anyways, starts with Black Bolt and his dog, which can I remember the name? Not Black Bolt. Black Bolt's brother, looking at the fall of Atalan, like it's called, and they talk about just having to continue their life. And then this also picks up from last issue when we have the New Avengers looking at another world that is about to collide. If you guys been reading New Avengers, they do have the worlds colliding and everything, so they explain. But this time they have someone from the other planet coming down to talk to them, or crashing. They didn't know it was talk to them, but they have a person talking to them here. So really, really good dialogue. I absolutely love Hickman in this. Just brilliant writer in this. He's taking at the pace people like, and then he cuts to Wakanda. You have Thanos Black Order coming in, the Black Order coming in and having a fight, and then you have the guy that came from the other planet invited New Avengers to go up and talk to his leader. And you have them going into the spaceship, the spaceship, and they turn out to be builders, which is pretty good. I've been red builders that look like normal builders, they're just in red. And then it cuts back to Wakanda, having the fight, really amazing fight scenes, and just the Queen of Wakanda against what's her name? Approximate Midnight. It's really good. Black Panther Shuri against her. It's really good. It's a really good fight, and just continues. He puts a spear through Proxima Midnight's left shoulder, but then she just kills most of them, and grabs onto one of the soldiers, Wakanda soldiers. Then this is really when I like it. It really kicks off and starts connecting it. You have one of the builders from the other universe, grabbing onto the thing that has been in Doctor Strange. See if I can get that. My camera is really crap. I'm trying to get it, but you can see there. Look, just picking it off, grabbing off his head. Really good, and then he cuts back into Wakanda again. Keeps jumping from the universe to Wakanda, which I don't really like. I wish they told like Wakanda story and the other story, but this you have Thanos talking about how they were building weapons. Horus was telling Thanos how they're building weapons, and they had some people and saying that was a prison. And this is when you can see the girl has been in New Avengers, started I think it's since episode 2 or something like that. Black Swan and Terrax, they're both in prison, and you have them talking, and then you have the builders talking about what was inside Doctor Strange. And yeah, sorry I'm all over the place. I'm trying to figure out where the hell. And then you have one of the guys asking Mr. Fantastic if he says, "Tell me, human, do you possess the ability to destroy your own world?" And he replies, "Yes, we do." And the guy just asks him back, "Then what are you waiting for?" And that's where it finishes, leading up to Infinity 5. So that's pretty good. Really like that. It was a really, really good issue. I still give this like a 8.5 out of 10. It's just brilliant. New Avengers. I've been loving it. Sorry I'm dragging on today. But yeah, anyways, I'll move on to Superior Spider-Man 19. So yeah, guys, Superior Spider-Man 19, continuing the 2099 story arc. It starts with this girl just fighting crime. So yeah, you have the girl fighting crime here. Sorry, I'm trying to read what it's on about. I had like 2 weeks, so it's quite. I should have prepared for this, but I have like half an hour till I have to leave this. Then you have Spider-Man. Spider-Man, he talks about how that the only person that knows the memories, knows how to like stop everything that was happening, was Peter Parker. So he's tried to access Peter Parker's memories, which I love this scene. You have Peter Parker memories at the top with Dr. Octopus instead of Peter Parker, and at the bottom you just have this like green, dark green shatter glass kind of thing, so that's pretty good. Then you have You have 2099 saying Parker is here. Parker is here because he knows that's Peter Parker. The temporal event is still going on. And then you have them both jumping through time thinking. I don't really know how to explain it. This story arc is a bit confusing. But yeah, but then literally the only thing that happens in this issue is that Spider-Man 2099 stayed in the present. Towards the end you have Mary Jane talking to Peter Parker. And then he cuts back to the girl at the start that was fighting the crime with Carly, I think that's her name, I cannot remember. Yeah, Carly. And they're like shooting the shredder and looking through everything. And she finds out that all the equipment and vehicles and soldiers that Superior Spider-Man's been using have come from a secret bank account of Otto Octavius. So she's onto him. She's on to finding out who that he is. He's not Peter Parker anymore. It was a good issue, just that I didn't like the story arc, so for me it's like a 5. It's a good issue to what it was, but I didn't like the story arc. Didn't really see the point in it. Then we go into Guardians of the Galaxy issue 7. This was delayed for like 2 weeks. Don't know why. But yeah, this just picks up from when Angela had just been captured. You have Peter Quill talking to her. Then they all introduce themselves to her, and they ask her where she's from. And like you have Tony Stark saying, "Oh, she's back to not talking again," because she didn't reply for it at the start. But then she explains everything to him, and she says, "My name is Angela," and she explains where she comes from. She says she's from heaven, and they go like, "You have Rocket Raccoon saying, which star system?" And he's like, "I don't understand. You're really on Earth." And you have the whole scene of Evan and where she comes from. Looks pretty good. She explains that they teach her the true art in Evan, the art of hunt. We are hunters. You have a cool fight scene, just explaining how she hunts and things like that. Then he has an explanation on I was in heaven, and then I was not. And you have back again the first scene of her arriving into the Marvel Universe. Then you have Peter Quill saying, "Let her out, we need to let her out." And he explains that he saw what happened, the time fracturing, and they let her go. But then, of course, they are going after her, as they would do. And you have this scene of her just standing next to Stark building. And you have Peter Quill and Peter Parker talking to her, asking her if she's okay. I'd like to run some tests of you to find a way to get you back. And he says she must return a gift. Sorry, it got really dark. My screen just went off for some weird reason. So yeah, he says it must get back, and he explains, "I'm serious, aren't you worried about what's happening next?" Peter Quill asks Tony Stark at the bottom, and yeah, he just finishes with this scene of all the ships going on the way to them and says, "Next issue, Infinity." So this is before the start of Infinity. So to be honest, I think it should have had a prelude to Infinity, but it came halfway Infinity, so I think that's why they didn't put that. But it was a good issue. If I'd read this before Infinity, it would have been made a little bit more sense of the whole time fracture after Age of Ultron, which actually means that Infinity to Age of Ultron, it's only a couple of days. So yeah, the last issue that I got on this week was Hunger, Age of Ultron Aftermath. What can I say about this? I only got it because I wanted to know what was going to happen, because I thought this was going to be it. I didn't take a new about Cataclysm. It's a mini-series. I'm not even going to go into detail about it. It's just, I don't read Ultimates, so I don't know who half of these characters are. It's just... You have Silver Surfer and Rick Jones in the Marvel. The art is absolutely amazing. That's the only good thing about this, in my opinion. You have the amazing double page spreads, and it's just brilliant. And then towards the end it just says, "To be continued in Cataclysm," and says, "Cataclysm on sale on next week." I'm going to give this a 4. I'm not going to give this a 3 because it's not as bad as 4 out of 10. But I'm not giving it a 3 because it's not as bad as Thunderbolts in my opinion. But anyways, that's kind of a long video, 18 minutes. I'm sorry for a long video, guys, but just had to reread them a bit. And I kind of have another 10 minutes to do the video for this week. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and comment below and saying what you collected this week. And also the solicitations for January came out. And I'd like to know if you guys are looking forward to anything coming out in a month. Either new or some story arcs, as you have an all new Marvel now. I might also do a video talking about the changes for all new Marvel now, but that's a big maybe, guys. Anyways, if I have the time, I will. If you guys want to read my opinion on it and which books I'm looking forward to, please just leave it below, guys. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. So see ya.